how are we feeling today? Today, let's ride the waves of this new year, new intentions, and just the intention settings that everyone does when it's the new year. And use it in our favor. It doesn't have to be an extended ceremony or ritual. If you're like me, you tend to want to do things big and to take all this space and energy, and then you end up doing nothing. So today I want to share something quick with you, and we do it together live so that it's easy to think, and it just brings that intention in a very easy simple way, so it doesn't have to be an extended ritual. But if you feel called to do an extended ritual, please share with me what came up, and I will be super excited to read you and to know what's up for you. So I've talked in my content in my email in the last few days about my intention for the new year, but I forgot a very important thing, which is let's celebrate three major things that happened in 2023, because no matter how your year went, whether it was incredible or devastating, you have something to celebrate, right? We all do have something to celebrate. So as you think about that, I'm going to share mine, and then, send me a message with yours. Mine, if I have to do a top three, I'm going to do it live with you. I would say the first one, obviously, in 2023 would be manifesting love and the most amazing partnership ever in my life. I think 2023 will be forever my favorite year, because it's when I met my partner, and it's just so special. I have so much to celebrate. Like, our love stories, everything I ever dreamt of, and everything I worked my ass for. Literally, I spent more like 2 years and 9 months, to be precise, before I met him, working on myself, working on my relationship patterns, working on like what I wanted to create in love, which helped us to really move forward in such a beautiful way, because I feel like we didn't waste time. Simultaneously, we didn't have a honeymoon phase, which is, that's what I wanted. I didn't want everything to be great in the beginning and everything to be so like, oh my God, I'm so in love and everything is perfect and everything is like, oh my God. We didn't have that. Of course, we had that to some extent, and we're very much in love, and the beginning phases was amazing, but I feel like we jumped timelines and our story went quite fast. I don't know if there is a timing to that, but I just feel like I didn't waste my time, because I had no time to waste, because I've spent almost 3 years working on myself to get to that point. And when I say 3 years working on myself, I also mean 3 years of experiencing the darkest, deepest, most transformative journey within, something that I will never be able to put into words and to share, the actual depth of it. But I just know for myself that I've been so devoted to the path of true unconditional love. And my best friends know, because that's all I could talk about for all of this time. And I went from being obsessed to like, when is it that I'm going to meet my soulmate? Like, every time I was even putting a toe outside of my house, I would be like, is it today? I'm going to meet him today. And it became such an obsession for a long time. And then I was trying to brush it off, like, no, please, I don't, like, let me leave. I don't want to live with that obsession anymore. I just want to live my life. But it was still there. And I worked so deeply into healing my relationship with men and everything that happened in my past relationships, so that I could manifest something drastically different. Because again, I had no time to waste. I was on a mission. I wanted to find my husband, my baby daddy, like the one, my soulmate. I didn't want to date just to have fun anymore, which I've done a lot, so I had time for that too. But I was on that mission. That's all I wanted. And yeah, that's a big celebration of 2023. It's finally meeting my person and realizing that everything I dreamed of, 1, is possible, and 2, is even better than what I imagined, and 3 is just incredible. I'm just so grateful. And it's kind of like my life now. Like, it's like the day to day. We live together, we moved in together, so it's my daily life, you know, to have a partner that comes home and to be filled with joy and love every day. So I never want to take it for granted, because honestly it's so great. But I feel like I've been in a relationship with him for about 3 years, because that's the time that I spent on myself trying to get to that point. So I'm very excited and very happy, and at the same time I love to share it, but I also don't like to share it. Like, I became so much more private in the last few years. Like the last year I became a lot more private. I used to share everything on social media, everything with everyone, everything with my friends. Like, I was just an open book, and I've always really proud myself in being an open book. And now things in my life are so precious, and I realize how, with 2022 being the worst year of my life, I realized in 2023 how I wanted to protect what I do have, and to realize how precious everything I have, how precious is everything that I do have, like my family, and being so close to family right now, and obviously my love story and everything. So let's move on to things, celebration number 2, which is finishing and releasing Soft and Surrendered. And I want to say, you know, it's not just about the business and releasing a new online course. Like, Soft and Surrender is what allowed me to manifest this love in the first place, and to be in that place in my life. So it's just a freaking big deal. And I want to say it's the release of the program, but actually it's my own Soft and Surrender journey in 2023. Like, I just cannot believe how I was before. Like, I look back and I still have some traits of like the bro energy, and sometimes putting on the armor to protect myself and stuff, but I'm the softest version of me right now. I'm the more open-hearted version of me right now. And obviously I have this incredible partnership where I get to experiment and experience this side of myself, which makes it so much easier, because I have a safe partner, a safe container, where I get to be the most open, the most vulnerable and stuff. But that's still a practice we do together with my partner. But yeah, anyway, I would say my Soft and Surrender journey, because that has been the best journey ever. I have learned how to love myself and protect myself, and be, you know, this very strong, like, I feel like I have a very strong energy. I have a very, like, I don't want to call myself like charismatic or anything, but I have this strong, you know, like fire and passion and drive, and I'm very ambitious, and I'm very dreamy, and I have all this, I have, you know, and I go to the gym and I lift the weight, but but I also love everything so soft and gentle and sensual. And that was the part of myself that was a little bit harder to show, and still it is, you know, like, it's not like I go out and everyone deserves my soft and surrendered self. No, I deserve my soft and surrendered self in my intimate moments with myself, in the intimate moment with my partner and my closest friends, and the rest of the world, you know, can perceive me as they want. I don't really mind, but I mean, I'm gonna be a different character in everyone's story anyway. But yeah, this is a celebration of this journey, which, you know, I invite you to explore, whether it's with me within the container of Soft and Surrendered, where I gathered all the tools and practices for you to be held and supported in this journey. And basically it's a massive shortcut if you follow the program. Plus, we still have a massive sale right now, so it's very cheap to get the program. It's very accessible, and you won't fucking regret it. This journey is so freaking amazing. So if you're ready, just join right now. It's incredible. The third celebration, let me think. Like, I'm telling you, I'm doing it live with you. I would say the third celebration of 2023 would be my family and how close we got, and being in France and going back to my roots. Funny anecdote, I need to share that. It's 2017 and I'm traveling to India, and I'm in the north of India with my ex-partner at the time, and we are in an ashram, literally lost in the middle of nowhere, close to the Himalayas, and we're getting this reading from our guru, this astrological reading, and he tells me in 2017 that I will be traveling and exploring the world until 2023. And back in the day, in 2017, when you told me 2023, it felt such a long time ago, like further away, like distance, like, you know, a long time ahead. And he's telling me until 2023, where you're gonna go back to your roots and close to the place you were born, and you will settle there. And in 2017, I'm like, fuck no, there is no fucking way. Like, I'm a traveler spirit. I want to leave as far as possible from France, where I was born. I just want to explore. I just want to live abroad. That's just all that is in my mind. And I cannot fucking imagine it. And for me, this is pure bullshit. Pure bullshit, right? And I'm like, fuck no. And it hit me when we moved into this house, which is literally 20 minutes away from the place I was born, in France, close to my family and my closest friends. And we have this house here now with my partner, and I feel very settled in. And it just hit me this moment. I completely forgot about it, and I was like, oh my God, that was true. He also predicted a few other things that I'm not going to share with you, because I want to see if they're going to come true before I can share them. But now I'm curious, because this one, who felt impossible to me at the time, is actually super accurate. So that's all I'm sharing. But it has been a blessing to balance out this free spirit of mine, to realize that I've traveled, I've lived abroad, I had so many different crazy experiences, and now I get to be close to family again, and how precious that is, and you know, how I always wanted to have best of both worlds, and now I feel like I can have it. And I actually feel like, I don't know, I feel like everything's possible. And I think being so in love and being in such a supportive partnership really helps. So, and I just love that I spent Christmas. Like, I was such a grumpy person. I was a Christmas hater for the longest time. And for the first time this year, I actually enjoyed this time. I enjoyed having and decorating our Christmas tree and spending the holidays with, you know, my family and his family. And it was just so special to have our first Christmas together. So yeah, it's 2023. Now it's your turn. What are the top lessons? And see how I've done it. Well, I've free flowed because I love to talk, you know me. But what are your top 3 things that you want to celebrate or honor or are grateful for that happened to you in 2023? And what are your intentions for next year? And I've shared already mine through an email and some stories on Instagram. Mine are Zen, like regulating my nervous system even more. I still suffer with so much anxiety, and I just really want to get to such a deep, relaxed space. That's like my number 1 intention. The second one is gratitude and appreciation. And I talk to this kind of women. Like, you're my kind of woman. If you're ambitious as fuck, you have big dreams, big ambitions for yourself, and you always want more. and you're very driven and very passionate, and you always want to grow, and you always want to evolve, and you're passionate about personal development, you're my kind of people. Um, so I'm like this, and because I'm like this, it creates that always more. I always want more, and I'm very often, and I'm a very, very visionary person. I can see very far in the future, and I love to hold a vision. That's where I'm good at. Some people are better at, like, you know, the small steps to get there. Some people are better at, like, seeing what's in front of them. I'm not really good with that, but I'm good with holding a vision. And so because of that, I'm very often future oriented. And it's great, and it's amazing that it got me really far in life, and I've achieved a lot because of that mindset. And right now I realize too, sometimes, not that I take things for granted, but I don't celebrate, or I don't feel as grateful as I want to, and I don't appreciate what I do have right now. And it's always like that, like, I have achieved so many of my big goals, but as soon as I arrive to the goal, I'm already on another one that I don't even realize that I achieved one of the goal. You know, like, I've crossed off so many of my vision boards, so many of my lists that I wrote in my journals from where I was like 16, 17 years old. And I dreamt about so many things. And if that version of me would see me right now, she would be so proud and so happy. But I don't always realize it, and that's what I want for this year. I don't want to take things for granted as much. I really want, you know, I feel guilty and shameful to even say it, but I want to be back to that space when I was traveling in India, and I realized what a privilege it is to have a warm, clean shower. And I want to be back to that state where I can feel grateful for everything. And I feel like experiencing a year of deep, profound traumas with the S, because there were many in 2022. I'm still recovering from this, and it's a challenging journey. You know, mental health is a very challenging journey always, but it made me see the negative a lot more than when I was younger and everything was positive and I was cultivating this positive mindset all the time. And my friends and my partner gave me a feedback lately that, I don't want to say upset me, but it really touched me and made me think. They say that I talk a lot more about my traumas than I talk about the beautiful things that happened in my life. And it's true. I'm a bit, you know, repetitive, and because I'm still healing, and because I need that space and that time and that compassion for myself as well. Like, I need to be graceful with myself and gentle, and realize that if I still talk about the big T, the big traumas, it's for a reason. But sometimes it disconnects me from appreciating what I do have. And I realize things are not eternal. Like, the people I love the most on this planet, my family, my parents, my grandparents, my sister, my partner, my best friends, the situation I have now, like, everything can change. So I want to cultivate that gratitude more. So yeah, that's what I want. And the last thing is love, 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 love. I really want to deepen my partnership with my partner. He became such an important part of my life. And me, who was so focused on business for the last 4 years of my life, that's all I could think about. And even though I was obsessing about my husband, my soulmate, manifesting the one, manifesting true love, like, still my business and, like, my goals and my ambition and my career was, like, taking over everything, to the point where I don't even, like, it makes sense that I didn't manifest in my love before that. And when I met my current partner, he made me realize to make more room for that. I think I've tried to play the strong, independent woman for so long. That's why I created Soft and Surrendered. You know, Soft and Surrendered is the antidote to the strong, independent woman. When you're stuck in it. sometimes you need the strong, independent woman. I'm so grateful for my strong, independent woman who got me traveling the world and being so brave and achieving so much and running a business on my own and doing all the things and knowing that I'm capable. Like, I'm so grateful for my strong, independent woman. I'm so grateful for her. I am so grateful for her. And I also really want to soften and surrender now. And I met Pierre, my current partner, and I just realized that I needed room for family and for love and for, like, life is just so great when you're in a relationship, and we spend so much time just kissing and hugging and making out all the time, and then we realized, where did the time went? And what I was trying to say is that I spent so much time in that strong, independent woman and being so afraid of repeating codependent patterns and being dependent on a partner to exist. Or, you know, I've been so afraid of it. It was such a fear, such a contraction, that it prevented me from leaning into the love and allowing the love to take up more space, which is something that is freaking amazing when it happens. So I want to share all of that with you so that hopefully it inspires you or it resonates with you and your own journey and what you're going through, or that one day if you're stuck in one of what I was stuck in, you will remember me. You'll be like, oh, I remember Lika went through that. And you will feel connected and not so alone, because sometimes this journey can feel a bit lonely, if you know what I mean. And I'm sure you do, because like I don't know one person that is into personal development and personal growth and this journey of self-transformation and all of this realm of spiritual, mental, emotional improvement and development and change and growth that doesn't feel lonely at times. So that's my intention too with 2023 and this platform, is to feel more connected. I feel like that's what I've been running away from a little bit, is connection and being truly, truly connected to you guys. And I do want to reconnect with you. I do miss the time where I was having daily conversation in my DMs, open-hearted conversation about all those topics that I share about. And yeah, it's a relationship and connection year. So let's interact. That's what I most desire, is to go back to more simplicity and realness and authenticity. And I really want to feel connected. So what are your top 3 celebration? What are your top 3 intentions? It doesn't have to be so long. I just love to talk. But you see, you just think about 3 things and 3 other things, and maybe you even write them down, and you're done. And it's a little practice that would just help you to see what you've achieved and where you're going. Basically, it's an exercise that will just bring you to this present moment where there's all those energies of renewal and using those energies in your favor. So I hope I inspired you to do so. Plus to share it with me, because again, like, I love to read you and I love to see where everyone is at and what they learned this year and where they are going. Plus, I believe that when we share our intentions with the world, with people, with friends, with partners, with Lika, first it anchors that intention even deeper into life, into the 3D, into everything, because you voice it, because you share it, and it brings more people into the vision. So it's like, the way I see it mentally is like pillars. You add some pillars to the temple you're trying to build, to the vision. The vision being the temple. You know, the more you share it with people, the more pillars you have to support that vision, because we're more people to hold it with you. So that's why I feel like sharing is important. And I get that on social media we don't really take the time anymore. So I get it too. That's all. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and let's stay connected for a lot more content about all things feminine, soft and surrendered, and pleasure and magic and everything. And don't forget that if you want to join Soft and Surrendered, we still have a sale going on. It's a very huge one, which, you know, I'm very excited to share with you. And I also want to share something before, you know, if you came all the way and listened to me all this way, there is I'm opening up again my one-on-one coaching in 2024. That was in the plan in 2023. If you really know me and follow me, you've seen it on the website. We've been talking about going back to one-on-one coaching. And this is it. This is happening. And if you want to get coached by me, which is also something that is going to be done a whole different way this year. Okay. I'm going to finish on that. I swear after that, I tune off. But first, hear me out. I've been in a place where I had to come back to my roots in France because of a lot of traumas. And one of them was my business crumbling and my business not making any money, so I couldn't support myself financially anymore. But I'm into personal development. I'm into, you know, being the best version of myself on every single level and getting support and help from. And it changes everything when you have a coach, when you can afford a coach. And I spend a lot of money on coaches and programs and stuff. Like it's an expensive realm. It's like a luxury. I don't like to use all those terms, you know, expensive, cheap, whatever. It's not good for your money mindset, whatever. But you need the finances, you know. And many coaches out there love to press pain points so hard and invite people to like just make the leap and invest. And sometimes it's not the financial decision you can make, but you really want to be coached and you really want the support. And I haven't coached in a long time too, so there is a selfish part of the reason why I'm going to charge so low. I just want to get back to the coaching realm and the transformation that happens with my clients because it's the best feeling in the world. So there is a selfish part, but also I just think about everyone that would be in the position I was last year and in 2022 and really longing for this support and not being able to afford it, and seeing all those mentors and coaches that are charging like so much money for a reason, because this work is forever and you're your best investment and everything, so there is a reason for that. But I do really want to people being able to afford it. So I will be giving session at a very, very low rate. And the lowest rate ever for coaching for me. And I'm very excited about it because that will be also an experiment. I want to do this 1 year experiment. So you will be part of, I don't remember how many spots I have for this, but you will be basically, the reason why it's going to be so cheap and so affordable is you'll be part of a group where your problematics and what you're going through will be the support for me to create more and further online stuff. And you'll be kind of a guinea pig of coaching, but that will give you the opportunity to get one-on-one support, which is freaking phenomenal to have someone that supports you. So if you're interested in that, send me a DM, an email, or anything, a comment saying one-on-one support that you're curious, and I will add you to the wait list and we'll get in touch and we'll see if we're a good fit for each other. And that will be fantastic, right? So I just wanted to end on that. Thank you so much for listening and have a beautiful rest of your day.